Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
And we're live. Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed.
And we are live. Welcome back to Crypto.XL, where we dive into the altcoin market and we have a lot of fun checking out what's going on in these markets and to match our speculation with reality and to see where they meet. All right, so Bitcoin's at 90,795. We're above 90, which is not just good, it's actually spectacular. And actually, everything's going according to plan. October happened, and we're in November, and we've experienced an epic pump to 93K, and we've not fallen that much. You know, the biggest dip we've had was 85K. So it seems like we're trying to maintain the 90s now. In other words, we're having higher lows. If you were to check out the net unrealized profit and loss, when this yellow line, the bright yellow line, when it touches the red, right, that's when we're in euphoria, greed. That represents the time when you should be getting out of the market. You should be selling. Actually, you should be DCing on your way up. But once it hits the red zone, that means that we're most likely in a top and we can crash at any moment once we touch that. We have a ways to go. If you see where the yellow line is now, this is current day, you'll see that it's in the golden zone, the high yellow / golden zone. So it's the zone before red, right? So it gives us at least a few months. If I were to look at the past, like if you look at, this was yellow to red here. So this was actually this was back in 2012. Let me look at a more recent time from 2020 going into 2021. We were in the red for quite a while. Once we touched red, we were in it for quite a while here. So we entered the red zone in approximately February of 2021, and we stayed in the red zone until May of 2021. Right, so there's about 3 to 4 months in the red zone up here before we came down. Then we went back up. We didn't come all the way down, by the way. We were still in a bull market, but this was a 50% crash in Bitcoin. Then we went back to the yellow zone, and we spent quite a while in the yellow zone, probably that's about another 6 months. And then we went back into the red zone, and we spent approximately, this is from August to December. It's about 4 months up there. Well, to make a long story short, you don't want to be in the red zone for too long. And So this is the price. The price was in the red zone for a very long time. Actually, what I want to talk about is the bright yellow line, not the price. All right. So I'm going to backtrack in what I said. The price was in the red zone for quite a long time. I'm not focused on price here. I'm focused on the yellow line, the bright yellow line. So the bright yellow line, last market cycle, did not even touch the red zone. So, So the way for me to look at this is to look when price hits the red zone, and also the bright yellow line when it comes close up to that red zone. So it doesn't have to necessarily stay in the red zone. The bright yellow line doesn't have to necessarily stay in the red zone. It just has to get close to it at a time when the price is in the red zone. So price is currently in the red zone right now, but the bright yellow line is heading towards the red zone. So the bright yellow line is not yet in the red zone and not close enough to the red zone yet that would warrant a catastrophic crash. Because if you look at the last time this bright yellow line was close to the red zone at a time when the price was in the red zone, 3 months later, it led to a 50% crash, right? So it looks like we have a good 4 months at minimum before this bright yellow line gets to the red zone while price is in the red zone. Because I do anticipate price continuing to go up. And as the price continues to go up, the net unrealized profit loss is going to increase and head towards the red zone. And at that point, this will be in 2025, that the risk of a 50% crash or a high crash, a high percentage price crash increases as time continues and as price increases in Bitcoin. Now, there is a function of price and time. And if price manages to go up really, really fast in a short amount of time, yes, we will eventually crash, but price might get really, really high before that major crash happens. We'll be entering unprecedented territory. So it's too difficult to say exactly what the price will be. Right now, based on the Fibonacci retracements, we have some speculation of what the prices could be. You know, we're looking at like $130,000 Bitcoin. But when you're in price discovery, you can have wicks that go way past that. So we could have wicks going way past that. We're looking at more closely 102,000 first, and hitting 102,000 and having some pullbacks or some problems there. And if we bust through that, then heading towards 130,000. But again, depending on the environment during that time, depending on the amount of FOMO during that time, depending on the amount of speculation and fanfare, we may bust through that or we may not, right? But these are just some good price points to keep in your consideration of what might happen. Looking at the crypto bubbles, we also see on the monthly for the top 100 coins that the meme coins are still pumping. Bonk is up 118%. GOAT, which I mentioned on his channel earlier, is up 127%. Doge is crushing it at 159%. Let me pause on Doge for a second here. So the Department of Governmental Efficiency in the United States, headed by Elon Musk, has been garnering a lot of attention, and it's possible that Doge ends up surprising a lot of us, meaning that it's pumped a lot recently. It says on the monthly here 159%. I thought I saw a larger multiple on a different chart, but This is accurate. This is 159% on a monthly. I guess it's if you take it from the bear market low, maybe that's what I was looking at. That all being said, what I would say about Doge is that the future of Dogecoin in this bull market, it could be surprising what happens with Doge. I would try to, on the pullbacks, acquire a little bit of Doge in my portfolio just in case. Just in case it ends up doing something ridiculous because, hey, with this new administration, they're talking about making Bitcoin a strategic reserve. Their cabinet members are ex-crypto enthusiasts, ex-crypto officials, and people who are just bullish on the market in general. And then Elon has always been trolling the crypto markets, and he's always been pushing Dogecoin in this narrative. So again, it's a good hedge just in case Doge ends up doing huge multiples and it finally does break $1 or more. So be on the lookout for Doge and Doge related coins as a hedge, as an insurance in case the market really does go crazy, right? So I would say on a speculative sense, where we could end up going. Let's say that Bitcoin actually does become a reserve currency for the United States. If that happens, then it becomes a reserve currency for China. And if that happens, then you basically have countries competing to acquire Bitcoin. So then my charts and the technical analysis and the Fibonacci retracement and levels and all of those things starts getting blown out of the window if that scenario happens, right? So for insurance, I would make sure that I'm insured by um, being strategically placed in the right coins. Another thing I will say is that if Doge ends up becoming a huge catalyst for pumpage this cycle, that means that the other meme coins are also going to be, well, memes are going to be going ballistic. So getting in on really good meme coins, strong established blue chips early. And again, the earliest time would be when Bitcoin was at 16K, right? But the next earliest time is right now. Because if everything plays out the way that it seems that things might be going, getting Pepe, Doge, Bonk, and a few other meme coins that I've mentioned in the Patreon. The Patreon group has those mid cap and low cap meme coins that I mentioned. Getting in on those could garner really, really good multiples in the future. So if we look at the top iOS apps, last time I checked, Coinbase, I think it was like number 70 something under free apps. Yeah, number 77. So let's keep an eye on Coinbase because it climbs up the ranks when we are in a bull market, especially when we're closer to the top of a bull market. It starts climbing up on the ranks in the App Store. So once it starts becoming like top 10, and once it gets to number 1, that would be a sign that the market, it might be close to the top. So this, I'll keep an eye on it on this channel, but that's something to keep an eye on too. I noticed like Robinhood and other apps have been pumping a lot lately too. It's back down a little bit actually. It was pumping a lot more the last few days, but it's back down a little bit, which is good. But retail is definitely coming back into the market because we can see like the top coins. A lot of coins that are moving right now. Solana has always been strong. Remember, way back, I was mentioning to folks on my channel that there are plays in the 401k plan to acquire some Solana, even though we don't have the official, we don't have the spot ETFs. There are derivative products. I would consult my financial advisor to find out which ones are available because I am not a financial advisor. I cannot give financial advice. But personally, I can say for myself, I saw one called Osprey. I think that was the name of it. OPS. I'm gonna say it incorrectly, but do your own research. Look it up. There's one called OSOL, also OSOL. Do your own research and look these up. See whether or not you have access. Maybe it might be worth putting a small percentage of your portfolio, the part that you could afford to lose, uh, and to hedge as a form of insurance in case the bull market that we think might happen actually happens and Bitcoin ends up doing something ridiculous and surprises us all. It would be good to have insurance that if crypto does run away, that at least you still get some of the raise, you get some of the glory, because crypto seems to be doing really, really well. Remember, Bitcoin came from a low of 15,500. And also remember that we're scheduled to have a bull market heading into Q4 of 2025. So if we have a similar cycle as the last one or the ones before, things could get really, really crazy in a small amount of time. And if you're out of the market for the top 20 days, I mean, that's it. Then you missed the whole thing pretty much. So I would get positioned and make sure I'm positioned correctly. And again, this is just my opinion. This is not financial advice. Make sure you manage your risk also. Crypto is risky. So if we look at the rainbow chart, you'll see that we are currently in the green area. And the green area, buying in the green area is not as good as buying in the blue area. But buying in the green area is still good if you're acquiring altcoins, because the altcoins we're not in altcoin season yet. It seems like we're heading towards altcoin season. But during altcoin season, the altcoins outperform Bitcoin. So after Bitcoin acquires the trillions upon trillions of dollars that it's going to acquire, some of those trillions are going to flow over into altcoins. And since the altcoins have a smaller market cap, these are where you get the 10, the 20, the 30, the 50, the 100x's from once the money flows from Bitcoin into the altcoins. So most things go up during altcoin season. It does has to have a pulse, does have to be alive, and it will do well. Some coins will outperform others. But it's important to be positioned before altcoin season and not scramble during altcoin season chasing pumps, because that's how people lose money. They hold a coin and the coin they have is not going up that much. So they sell it and they buy a coin that's already up 80%. And when they buy it, the coin they buy falls 20% and the coin they sold goes up 300%. That's what happens during altcoin season. People try to play whack-a-mole and they try to play catch up and they end up getting burnt. So instead of doing that, and to avoid what's going to happen, because it's human nature and that's how people feel, that's how we all feel, just position yourself and have coins in every sector, whether it's real world assets, meme coins. We've seen that, certain meme coins are running away, and meme coins in general are not really outperforming the market. They're not outperforming AI. I think it's actually really, really close. It's just that the meme coins that are pumping are really pumping. That's what we're seeing. Also, remember, we're not in altcoin season yet. So I think a good play will be to watch the leaders in the meme coins and wait for a 50% pullback, because these things have a drastic pullback when they pull back. And if you're really feeling FOMO, to DCA in on those 50% pullbacks. And that DCA, not that much. Don't DCA a big part of your portfolio. There's no point, because once we'll go up, and once we experience another pullback, if it's a big part of your portfolio, you'll be tempted to sell at a loss, and nobody wants that. And shout out to the Patreons. Do remember that inside of the Patreons, I'm giving my buy alerts. So I'm showing you what I'm buying, when I'm buying, and exactly the best plays to make in the market, in my opinion, of course. It's just my opinion, and again, it's not financial advice. But we've been getting into the meme coins, not just any meme coins, the leading meme coins, the ones that are going to pump a lot, and the ones that are in the best position to reap the rewards of this altcoin season that's coming up by probably, I was going to say next month. It could be next month. It could be January. We're on a wait and see basis, but the point is not to pinpoint exactly on December 28th, 2024 at 4 p.m. all season starts. That's not the point of this channel. That's not the point of what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get it right generally, right? I'm just trying to get it generally right. And it's more important to be in position before the time is ready than to scramble after it's ready. We don't want to scramble, okay? We're not scraping and scrambling over here. That's not what we're doing. All right. So we're in a good position. Also, the Patreon gems, just to see how they're doing. This is by top market cap. So a lot of these coins, I actually feel really good about them. The big caps. So the big caps are the ones that are the lowest risk. So I'll just let that stay on the screen for a little bit. But obviously Solana has broken past resistance right now, and it hasn't really tested support yet. But Solana is about to rocket ship because it's broken that resistance. It's heading to all-time highs. We're about $259. So Solana is actually ahead of the pack, ahead of all the coins, as far as its bullishness and testing all-time highs versus the 2021 bull market. So keep an eye for Solana. I've always been bullish on it. I would say since I started the channel, I'll say that I've been bullish on it since I've started the channel. And the meme coins on Solana are doing really, really well. They have the most volume as a chain. Solana has the most volume as a chain. It has more volume than Ethereum. So this cycle, it's possible that Solana flips Ethereum, funny enough. I mean, that's insane. It's possible. And if Solana were to flip Ethereum this cycle, you have to think about the impact it's going to have to the market and how other chains are going to be viewed, right? If Solana flips Ethereum, what does that mean for Sui or Casper, right? So the numbers that we're talking about here of where the market caps could go is really, really, really quite high. So Ethereum is going to be very, very big in market cap. It's already big, and it's going to do well this market. So for Solana to flip Ethereum, that means that not only would Solana have to go to 500 billion, Solana would probably have to double and triple that. So it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very exciting to see what happens, because if that were to happen, that would give a price of Solana. Again, this is now heading to over $1,000 if that were to happen, right? It could be $1,500 Solana, numbers around there or more. We will see. No one knows for sure what's going to happen. I'm not saying I know, but I'm saying that it's a possibility that this could happen. If you're looking for a good play as far as risk management, that has not really pumped. It's pumped, but has not really had its major green candle yet. I will say BNB. BNB is being overlooked. No one mentions it. It's not sexy anymore. It's not the cool new kid anymore. And because of that, because no one's mentioning it, I think it's a good time to scoop up some BNB. So you buy when others are not paying attention. You don't wait for confirmation. Like now, we've had confirmation for ADA to go and buy ADA. We could have bought ADA at 24 cents and instead of buying it for 75 cents. Now, if you buy ADA for 75 cents and you're willing to wait for the entire bull market, then you'll still do quite well, because ADA is going to do quite well. But the time to buy ADA was when ADA was at 32 cents for the past forever, for the past millennia. Right? I would wait for a pullback on ADA to acquire more ADA. Dogecoin again, I think is going to do phenomenal. It's already at 37 cents. I mentioned that Elon and his team, or Trump and Elon and the Avengers, are going to be fighting against Thanos, which happens to be the U.S. deficit. And to do that, they're going to be pumping Bitcoin and they're going to be pumping crypto as a means for the United States to get out of debt and to pay off the $36 trillion that's owed by the United States citizens. And it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out and how it affects or altcoin bags. But Doge, yes, Doge is going to be pumped to infinity. I think we're underestimating what's about to happen. Avalanche, as you know, Avalanche is a top gaming chain. They've come out with the game Off the Grid, and it's been garnering a lot of attention and the most transactions on Avalanche in the shortest amount of time. This sets a precedence for the future because other games are going to be coming out on Avalanche and more attention is going to be put on the chain, which means that the price here of $35 is not going to be the same mid bull market or near the end of the bull market once we start getting those $20,000 candles from Bitcoin. Sui, always been one of my favorites. It's fast, cheap, efficient, newer technology. It does a lot of what the other chains do, but better with more transactions. I looked at their apps on the phone, and one thing I don't like about the apps is I don't see the new coins. I don't see the new coins what the performance is. Are we up 10%? Are we down 15%? I'm not sure. I have to click limit orders, and I have to go through too many menus to see it. But other than that, it's fast, efficient. I see my transactions show up right away. There's no delay time. I noticed with some of my transactions on Cardano, it may take like 15 minutes or something before I see the thing settled, and it's just like clunky, right? But Sui right now, it has a really good future. I'm looking at maybe a 15x from here. And again, guys, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, no one knows for sure what the market cap of this thing is going to be in a bull market. This is for entertainment and educational purposes, right? But Sui has a good future. And we were acquiring this for quite a while. I wish I got in at 71 cents. That would have been even better. I will say, like, long ago when no one cared about Sui, I had like a small bag. But again, the bag is not anything to write home about. I'm not going to be able to retire from it. I wish I bought more. And I think it's going to be a statement from a lot of people near the end of this bull market. Before the end of the bull market, everyone's going to be saying, man, I wish I bought more. I think it's going to be a common phrase. Caspa, well, Caspa is heading back to all-time highs. It's going to bust it. It's going to break out. So shout out to you if you bought Caspa on the dip. I think it went all the way down to 10 cents. So shout out to you if you're able to pick that up and you didn't listen to the fudders and you didn't listen to the fear. You guys picked up a little anyway, because we're in a bull market, and in a bull market, really good projects that have the technology, the use case, and the storyline, they're going to bounce back and perform quite well. Shout out to the team that was buying Render. I sent out buy alerts for this. So now you're up in really, really good profits in a short amount of time. You can literally just sit on your bag and ride it for the rest of the market because we're going to go up to all-time highs and we're going to bust through it. So that means that your entry on Render was actually really, really good. And, this is a $4 billion market cap. But what we don't understand is that these coins are going to be going up to $100 billion in this market. There's a lot of money out there and a lot of money that's about to flood into crypto. It's about to be a tsunami of money for almost a year flooding into crypto. So your entry on Render, it seems now like it's not a big deal, but you'll see towards the end of the bull market that is a huge deal. Ghostius Maximus, I was mentioning this a few times. We got a good entry on this. So again, we could just ride this. The meme craze is just going to continue, and getting in on dips is actually a good idea. It's already at $1 billion market cap, but it's on major exchanges, like Crypto.com, and I'm not sure if it's on Coinbase, but it's easy to acquire. It's also one of the top performers on the Solana chain. On the Phantom wallet, you'll see it there too. So this is definitely a good coin to have in your portfolio. And I could just go on and on, but if you were to look at the 24-hour performance here of some of the Patreon gems, AIT is up 20%, TET is up 17%, Trax up 16%, HyperGPT 15%. Render, again, one of the largest ones, but you see it's competing with the small caps as far as percentage gains. And there are many cryptos that we have here that are going to outperform the market. The key is to get in early and to just basically sit on your bags, because we're not at the top of altcoin season yet. We're nowhere near there. There's speculation to whether we've even started. Actually, no, there's not speculation. We know that we've not started altcoin season. So we definitely have a ways to go. Bitcoin, as you see, we've broken out of this flag pattern, and basically we have a solid green candle on the monthly. Basically, we're at the start of the banana zone, right? So everyone's waiting for this pullback to happen. We're waiting for a pullback to happen and then to go back up. But if you've been seeing how we've been performing, it's like we're not even really pulling back. It's trying to pull back, but no one's letting it pull back. So don't be surprised if you wake up one day and you just see a big green candle, right? Because it's trying to pull back. People are trying to dump it, trying to flush the market, but there's just too many buyers. The momentum is too strong. So don't be surprised if one morning you wake up and you see this, you just see another green candle.
Welcome to Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed